So I don't really want to make this too long, but I have to share something regarding weight loss. How many of us say we're trying to lose weight and it's just not happening? It's not working. You're trying to eat better. You're trying to implement exercise. How many times have I got on the spin bike and then literally 5 minutes later, I'm like, I'm tired. Like, how many times? I'm just saying, how many times? Right? Or I had a whole exercise routine for like a month straight, and then something just ticked me off, and I'm like, oh, fuck it. I need a pack of M&Ms. I'm just saying, because this is real. It's real shit. But on a serious, on a more serious note, I was reading some scripture today, and it was in Psalms. I don't remember the exact chapter, but it was talking about basically like, and I'm paraphrasing, but just to get the point across, the lower, what's it called? The degree of the lower man, or what you would consider as a lower man, would be vanity. And what you consider a higher degree of man is a lie. And the balance of the two makes the man lighter than vanity. So essentially, again, this is just my interpretation and what I've been getting, especially when I ask God for that guidance, for discernment. It's usually something tied into whatever I'm currently going through. I don't know if that happens to you guys whenever you read scripture, but that's usually what happens. I don't set out to read a specific passage. I just ask for that guidance beforehand, and I always land on whatever it is that I need for that day, right? And it always has to do with something that's going on in my life that I need to disintegrate, that I need to get rid of, right? Or rearrange. So why I bring that up is because, like I said, weight loss or weight release is something that a lot of us struggle with, especially women. And one of the things that messages that came across was, look, we're not looking at this message, the lower degree or the higher degree of man, from like a physical standpoint. You can, right? You can, but really everything that we see on the outside is something that you're experiencing on the inside. So I was looking at it from an internal point of view. Okay, you're so focused on the vanity, which is you want to look good, you want to wear certain clothes, you want to, it's more like you want to impress, so to speak. You want to impress yourself by impressing others. But if we're going to go internally, really it's about, how would I put this? How much dead weight are you carrying internally? When I say dead weight, shame, guilt, anger, unforgiveness, fear towards other people, friends, family, an ex, a current man, boyfriend, girlfriend. But more importantly, how many of those different types of weights are you holding against yourself? How many grudges are you holding against your own self about things that you did in the past, that probably the people that you did it to, or something that you did to yourself? It's been and gone. How much years ago? Or somebody did to you? Gone years ago. And you're still lamenting over it. You're still mad about it. You're still bitter about it. Why do you think people, especially women, let me just, not especially, but women, because women that have wombs, let me just put it that way. Why do you think there's so much issues that go on reproductively in there? You think it's just um genetics or generational or whatever you want to call it, whatever the doctor's saying that it is? There's a lot of stuff, a lot of shit that we as women internalize, and a lot of it sits in your sacral, in your womb. It sits in there and it festers. And then you'll have like that mommy pouch. What about women that don't have kids and have that mommy pouch? Now, granted, there are illnesses, there are ailments. I'm not saying that. But if you want to really peel back the layers, how many of us are holding on to things that need to be let go? Especially bitterness, especially um, judgment of yourself, other people, anger, right? Spite. You living in this. No. Fear, shame. Shame is a big one for women. Big. And let's not talk about how we talk to ourselves internally, because that's there too. That's a whole nother topic. But anyway, the reason why I brought all this up is what came to me. Instead of just focusing on the external and how to look, you want to look good and feel good, which is fine. We're human, but even deeper than that, we're spirits. We're spiritual. Okay, we're spirits. We're beings, right? We're all energy. This is just a vessel. What you see on the outward, what other people can see with their physical eyes. But there's someone that's in there that's, more vast than what you see, right? And what other people see. And if it's not now, then when? Because there's no better time than the present. This is the time to start looking inward. And this is I'm on a range of topics. I'm just talking about weight loss today. I just happen to be, speaking about weight loss because that's something that everybody, man or woman, struggle with, right? But let's see if we can dig a little deeper. What's going on behind the scenes? What's going on in the basement? When's the last time that you went into your basement? And let's see, right? Not necessarily us like outside, but you go down there and check out all of the, you know, I'm Jamaican, so in our lingo, our language, we say caroches. When it's stuff that is like just piling up, just like shit, like hoarding, you know what I mean? We call it caroches. Yeah. Stuff that needs to go. Okay? So I'm not saying that you don't want to focus on being more healthy, losing weight, because everybody, again, wants to look good and feel good. But especially if you've been struggling with this for a long time, you've been starting and stopping, weight loss plans, exercising. For 1 week, you'll eat salad, and then the 8th day, you've gone back to like, I don't know, beer, rice, or chips, or whatever it is, right? My thing right now, my jam is M&Ms with the peanuts. I'm just saying. But before we try to really look at, getting like a weight plan or exercise plan or a meal plan, which is all good, let's go to our basement first. Check out the basement and see what's popping down there. What needs to be extracted? What needs to go, right? Let me know in the comments. Was it shame? Was it guilt? Was it anger? Sadness? Fear? Anxiety? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, I'd like to know. But most importantly, you need to know. So then you know what the next step will be for you, right? So anyway, I'm just saying, fam, I'm here right along with you. I'm documenting my journey right along with you. Whoever is on their own journey and, they just want to know that there's somebody else out there that's, they feeling it. They're going through it. but they're making upgrades. Yeah, we're here. We're here. Anyway, we'll chat soon. Peace.